435, please go and remove your car where it is. FKX 037L, please go and remove your car where it is. Thank you, otherwise we are going to claim them. Security is going to claim them. It's a minute before 2 o'clock. Please go and remove those cars now. Those who are standing at the door, there, please move from the door so that when they open the door, the procession enters. We are just waiting for the procession. Batla lo botsa sesi gore lo bule monyako. We are waiting for the procession. Are they far from starting? Ntate Matsibatlela, lo tseba meragelo. Whilst we are waiting, Ntate Mokoele, Ntate Tlhako, the three conductors, whilst we are waiting, you know that we sing re gama khomie, re lebeletse tsela. That's Aubrey Tlhako conducting. The door is what we have to watch, sir, as we render. Choir, let's finish that stanza. Are fetse mid-air man, or mid-sentence? Let's ready ourselves. Let us all stand, let us all take to our feet. Over to you, Mr. Conductor. All of the best, have fun.
Nos by virtue of the authority vested in me, I constitute this gathering as a lawful congregation of the University of Limpopo.
Kingdom greetings, South Africa, in Jesus' name. This afternoon, we give you, our triune God, the glory as we present before you the efforts and achievements of men and women the University of Limpopo has produced and are now ready to serve our nation. Our prayers to you, our Lord and Redeemer, is that they shall serve you out of the integrity of their hearts and with skillful hands, thus ultimately serving South Africa according to your will. At the same time, we identificationally repent as both the ecclesia and the university, in humility and in shame, because whilst we celebrate the cream of this university's efforts, the scum also from our university are dominating the state capture report. They are sinking the state-owned enterprises and the local governments. And from time to time, the verdict falls on them, namely, not fit to hold office. Today's graduates, avail yourselves to God the Holy Spirit so that you may crowd out the scum by intensifying the moonlight you find in the marketplace with the brightness of the sun, and the light of the sun into 7 times brighter, like the light of 7 days in one. Usher in great moments of grace, as through you, the Lord of the universe,
Mr. Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Mokhalong, Mr. Panderani Neforobodwe, Chairperson of Council, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Partnerships, Professor Singh, the Registrar, Professor Masha, Dean of Students, Dr. Masipa, Archbishop Dr. Homu, who led us in prayer, Advocate Bongo, Council Member, Mr. Mansu, UL Convocation and Alumni President, Mr. Make, the SRC Deputy President, members of the University Limpopo Management, including executive deans of faculty, directors of school, research professors, heads of department, directors of support services, professors, academics, and all support staff, guests of honor, our graduates for today, parents, guardians, and sponsors, friends, and colleagues. Good afternoon. Dimasiari. You don't sound happy. Good afternoon. If it were a test, I would give you 100%. Thanks very much. On behalf of the University of Limpopo, I wish to extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries, graduates, family members, and especially to vatswadi varina, vabebe vashu, vatswari vahina, and of course, academic and support staff who are present here this afternoon. Mr. Chancellor, allow me on behalf of the university to extend a special word of welcome to the following individuals who have graced this occasion by their presence this afternoon. First on my list, I have Mr. Panderani Neforobodwe, Chairperson of Council, who is seated in front here. We also have Archbishop Dr. Homu from Hayo Communities International, who also led us in prayer. We also have Advocate Bongo, member of Council of the University. We also have Mr. Mansu, Convocation and Alumni member of the University, Mr. Make, the Deputy President of the SRC. We also have Ms. Malebo Mukoni, a former colleague of ours from social work. We also have Mr. Mamabulo, representing Mushate Wamankwe. To all our guests and the audience, thank you so much for being present to celebrate with us the achievements of this large group of graduates who have completed their studies at the University of Limpopo. To our students, without any doubt, you have been and you are very brave. You have been and you are highly dedicated to your studies, and you are extremely intelligent. COVID-19 or no COVID-19, and many other challenges that you confronted during your study period, you did not abandon your study. Of course, the support you received from the university staff, represented by those who are seated in front here, your parents who are there for you today, and relatives such as Wokuku, Borahulu, Womane, Womalume, Borahadi, Batswala, Baratu, Libahomana. Their support cannot be taken for granted. As a result, here you are today, ready to graduate. Just take a look at yourselves. You can even pinch yourself. Are you the student who was here a few months ago? All of you, you are well dressed. You are wearing beautiful suits, beautiful dresses, and look at those Cinderella shoes. They are just waiting for you to come onto the stage. Look at the makeup as well. Some of us who are male hardly use makeup, but we do see the makeup that we are wearing today. It's of high quality. Therefore, tell the graduate who is seated next to you that you look stunning. Tell him or her loudly. Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon's graduation is the fourth of 13 ceremonies that we are still going to conduct for our autumn graduations at this university. During this graduation session, the university will confer 293 qualifications in the Faculty of Humanities for the following programs: Bachelor of Arts in Translation Studies, Bachelor of Education Senior Phase, and FET, Bachelor of Education in Foundation Phase. Once more, you are all very welcome. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Ke a leboha.
The Vice Chancellor and Principal, Prof. Mahlo Mokhalong, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Teaching and Learning, Prof. Richard Madachi, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research, Innovation and Partnership, Professor Jessica Sin, the Registrar, Prof. Kwena Masha, the Dean of Students, Dr. Muchaki Masipa, Executive Deans of Faculties, Directors of Schools, academic staff, and members of Senate, Council members present, Convocation member present, and most importantly, our graduates together with their parents and their guardians. As I stand before you here today, I am overwhelmed with gratitude and pride for each and every one of you. We have come to the end of an incredible journey, and I'm honored to have served you as your Deputy President. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, I want to remind you that this is not the end, but the beginning. We have accomplished a lot together, but there is still a lot more to be done. The world is waiting for us to make a mark, but I have no doubt that each and every one of you here will do definitely that. Always remember the values and we have learned here, the perseverance, determination, and compassion. These values have brought us far, and they will continue to guide us in all that we do. Let us strive for excellence, not just for ourselves, but for the greater good. Mr. Chancellor, to see all these students seated in this great hall, it all started as a dream, and through their hard work, tolerance, patience, and endurance, they have all made it here. They have all managed to make their parents and families proud. Now they can sing strategic songs just like that one of King Monada that says Mega Boss. Mr. Chancellor, I won't stand here and lie that it was easy, because I know it wasn't. This journey will never be easy at any point. I plead with families to celebrate their children for their hard work. They really deserve to be spoiled. Others, after the graduation, they are going to have much fun with their families and friends because they are no longer worried about anything. But then others can't do that because they have a deadline for assignment and their research, because they still want to make their families even much more proud. To our graduate, you know that the university motto is finding solutions for Africa. But I'm pleading with you, while in the process of finding solutions for Africa, please try by all means to find solution for load shedding. We're suffering, man. On behalf of the SRC, we are proud of you and we wish you the best in your lives as you are going out the world and represent our great institution. What you must know is that your actions from now on represent what you have learned in this university. When university hosts great events, we want to invite you here as the alumni of the university who have influence out there in the country or in the world. That will be the sign to the world that our university still maintains its culture of producing great leaders and influential people, just like our Director of Marketing, Mr. Victor Khumeswana. Today, I would like to say to all graduates sitting here, take pride in how far you have come today. Have faith in how far you can go. Don't forget to enjoy the journey, because the journey doesn't stop here. It is only the beginning of life. Mr. Chancellor, I would also like to appreciate you as the longest serving Vice Chancellor in the country and also in the continent. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to give you your flowers while you are still alive. The reason why most of our graduates are here is because you understand the living conditions of a black child. Most of these graduates have registered their postgrad qualification because of you. In the entire country, students are crying for free education, but at the University of Limpopo, we are very much close to attaining free education because of you. Our dear graduates, let us continue to learn, grow, and make a positive impact in the world. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I can't wait to see what the future holds for each and every one of you. Ke re Modimo a lodimo a le mazo le khumane mebereko ba le khesiwe le khumane le tele khono berekela malapa a borena. And one other advice, don't forget your background. Exactly what I said in the morning. Always remember that with the people that have been with you throughout the whole time you have been here. Also, when you get those things of jobs and the likes outside there, God bless you. I love you all. Thank you.
Mr. Vice Chancellor and Principal Professor Mkhalong, the members of council, the chairperson of council, and Advocate Bongo, the Deputy Vice Council responsible for teaching and learning, Professor Madache, the Deputy Vice Chancellor responsible for research, innovation, and partnership, Professor Singh, the Registrar, Professor Masha, Dean of Student, Dr. Masipa, Executive Deans of Faculties, Directors of Schools, the Deputy President of the SRC, Ntate Make, academic staff and members of Senate, supporting staff, members of the clergy, the sponsors, parents and guardians of our graduates, more importantly, the graduates of the University of Limpopo. It is a moment of honor for me and the multitude of the alumni and convocation of the great University of Limpopo to congratulate our graduate on this tremendous achievement. We also take this opportunity to welcome them to the University of Limpopo Alumni and Convocation Association. Members of the clergy will attest with me about the story of Apostle Paul as described in the Holy Bible. We are told that at a given point, after Paul fought multiple holy wars. He was arrested and kept in prison in Rome just before his death. What is interesting about this story is that he later writes to his friend, Timothy. I would like to describe 2 points from this writing to Timothy. Firstly, he writes that to Timothy that he must quickly come to him before his execution. And he also asked Timothy to bring his cloak, the books, which some version of the Bible do refer to it as a scroll, and a parchment, so that he can keep studying and writing until the end. So those were the 3 most important items which Paul thought they were important. And I want to take this opportunity to say the books you read in this institution remain important for your future. Today, the university is going to give you a parchment, which is a certificate, that you must keep it, and you must make proud of it, and you must make proud of this university. And you will be having your scroll in terms of your results. Obviously, some will have cum laude, some distinction, and some 0 distinction. But at the end of the day, everybody has graduated, and they are going to represent us in the world. Secondly, he writes to Timothy that I have fought a good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith, which in my home language of Sepedi they say mpapatlogo. This, according to me, is the best analogy to describe a graduate of the University of Limpopo. After a prolonged years of challenges faced by you as the student in the university, where COVID-19 disrupted your studies, where wars in Russia, Ukraine made your years of studying expensive, and obviously things were expensive during your years of studying, and where issues of load shedding was an order of the day, that became challenges for your study. But what I want to say is that you stood strong, and your faith, you are today thankful of your choice to stay in path until the end. Hence, today you are receiving your scroll, your parchment, and your cloak. Like Timothy, the university is your friend and is coming here to honor you today. Indeed, this afternoon you will receive your mpapatlogo. Just like what Apostle did, he wrote to his friend, Timothy. Today, please keep the university as your friend, as your Timothy. And the only way to being closer to university is by joining the Alumni and Convocation Association. The invitation you received to come for your graduation contain a link which will help you update your details. Please use that link. That will help you receive communication from the university. We also encourage you to honor the University Alumni and Convocation Association invitation sent to you through the Office of Alumni and Convocation and take part in the association events. As graduate of this university, you automatically become its alumni and member of the convocation. It is my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of Alumni and Convocation Executive Committee as the alumni member of this convocation. Your name will certainly be added on the convocation roll. We invite you to remain involved in life of your alma mater by joining your provincial alumni chapters, the various sectors of the association, and fully participating in various projects of this association. Mr. Vice Chancellor, we will continue praising you, we'll continue thanking you for everything. Even this afternoon, we are saying that we thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor, for whatever you did to the university. Mr. Vice Chancellor, what I'll tell you is that when we enter the boardrooms of bigger companies, when we enter the subcommittee of bigger companies and government, and we tell them we're from TEFLOP, they praise TEFLOP. So, Mr. Vice Chancellor, we thank you for that. And we want you to continue doing good for us, and we want you to continue being a good person. So for this university to have graduated this number of students, I mean, it's the first time in history where we have 7 days of graduation. It means that over time you've built whatever which will sustain the future. So this is what we are referring to today. Mr. Vice Chancellor, we love you and thank you. To our graduates, this is not an easy path. Out there, it's a little bit harder. It's not simple where you read your books, you go right, and you pass and you get your distinction. It's not that simple. But from the University of Limpopo, we're coming from, we learn a number of things. We learn that this university will teach you how to be a hard person. So be harder when finding a solution for Africa. In the song written, it is called Redemption Song. There's a part which I love a lot. It says, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Oh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates and now member of Alumni and Convocation Association, as you teach our children in schools, as you find solution of translation and writing of books and language, as you sit in boards, subcommittee, lead the government and business, ladies and gentlemen, please remember that you are charged only with one thing, and yours is to find the solution for Africa. Maibuye e Africa.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the undergraduate degrees of the university on those graduates whose names appear in the program.
By virtue of the authority in me, I confer the undergraduate.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following graduates whose names appear in the program and have complied with the requirements of the degree Bachelor of Arts in Translation Studies. Valoyi Fanuel. Chilwane Dimpho. Dlamini Cleric. Kutumela Class. Make Tumelo. Mabasa Hlauleko. Machete Kabelo. Mafetsa Karabo. Mamaila Mabel. Mamecha Tsepo. Mashaba Mushe. Matebula Nhlautelo. Mlampo Kagiso. Muhlala Sinyeki. Mukatse Koketso. Mpakati Rimbilani. Mukari Peti. Ndlovu respect. Nelukalo Rapudi. Nema Kovani Flosina. Ngobeni Velapi. Novela Javulani. Paswana Katutselo. Raselekane Naletsani. Sevati Mapelwa. Shabangu Ketabantle. Shai Karabo. Ramunyati Esther. Tsivulungi Maduva Hafani. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following graduates whose names appear in the program and have complied with the requirements of the degree Bachelor of Education in Foundation Phase Teaching. Mudipane Kabelo. Mokwatedi Miatla. Mutlafi Karabo. Mphahlele Phenyo. Mushwana Shiluva. Ngomane Anita. Nhlungwana Amukelani. Nkuna Lerato. Ntimani Patience. Phakula Zanele. Ramatladi Motlatso. Ramoshaba Mujalefa. Sambo Mielani. Sishoka Lavdonia. Sitobia Muremadi. Situmo Koloi. Shivambu Shalom. Sibia Zandile. Sumango Sohorwani. Teledi Mahoka. Tungaza Constance. Ketso. Morobu Basetsana, with distinction in electrical systems and control. Morofe Itumeleng, with distinction in remote sensing and GIS. Moroe Bayford, with distinction in electrical systems and control. Mohlala Dimpho. Mohlala Khotlelelo. Mohlala Mashuburu. Mohlala Mpoto. Mohlala Tibacho, with distinction in remote sensing and GIS. Muima Lebogang, with distinction in classroom research in history. Muima Jerome. Mujapelo Mamatladi, distinction in classroom research in geography. Mujela Karabo. Mukadi Kamurelo, distinction in classroom research in history. Mokhonyana Paballo. Mukudu Richard. Mokwena Justice, distinction in metabolism for life science for educators. Mukoka Kabelo, distinction in classroom research in history. Mukolo Morateri. Kumete Linkemetse, distinction in classroom research in economics. Molefe Bontle. Molefe Cynthia. Molele Martha. Molema Mokhadi, with distinction in classroom research in history. Molepo Tsolofelo. Molewa Lebogang. Molobela Pontsho. Mulubi Kgaogelo. Molokome Chweni. Moloto Morungwa. Moloto Nare. Monama Puti, distinction in critical language awareness. Monareng Kamogelo. Mungadi Ntompi. Munyela Matthews. Muratseta Thabang. Murolong Khabo, distinctions in critical language awareness and remote sensing and GIS. Morwane Nhlodi, distinctions in critical language awareness, and remote sensing and GIS. Morwa Sehla Khomotso. Musiamedi Sekgopo. Moselane Thabo. Moseri Makutla. Distinction in metabolism for life science educators. Motau Katlego. Motaung Natsi. Distinction in classroom research in economics. Mutiba Mamari. Motlana Matete. Muchieng Mutsoke. Muthala Munoshi. Mutlopi Mahlodi. Mutshana Mashiro. Mutsiane Madala. Moukangwe Kulufela. Mpika, welcome. Mpenyana Tenswalo. Distinction in classroom research in history. Mtabine Lungelo. Distinction in classroom research in history. Mtombeni Khani. Mtombeni Nhluvuko. Distinctions in classroom research in business management and classroom research in economics. Mubi Kanyisa. Mudau Uhuone. Distinction in remote sensing and GIS. Mukautsi Shutufatso. Mulivala Lufuno. Muntshetsi Tsimangatso, Morokolo Phumutso, Mvundlela Lisiba, Nakana Tapelo, Ndaba Tintswalo, distinctions in classroom research in life sciences and classroom research in mathematics. Ndlalane Koketso, distinction in introduction to research in education. Ndlovu Vutlhari, distinction in classroom research in business management and classroom research in economics. Ndlovu Muhle, Ndlovu Koketso, Ndlovu Ntsako, Netsiongolwe Ahuna, Nevulamba Dineo, distinction in advanced study of aspects in Chivenda. Ngako Mampekwa, Ngobe Pontsho, Ngobeni Amon, Ngobeni Amukelani, Ngobeni Okilvi, Ngobeni Tshepo, Ngobeni Sandra, Ngwako Joseph, Ngwatu Lebogang, Nkwenyama Colbert, Nubunga Nikiwe, Nkweng Tshepiso, Nkosi Kidiboni. Nkwana Mathabate. Nkosi Advocate. Nkosi Mbali. Nkovane Lois. Nkuna Advice. Distinction in Remote Sensing and GIS. Nkuna Amon. Nkuna Utahlula. Distinction in Electrical Systems and Control. Nonyana Tato. Distinction in Remote Sensing and GIS. Ntimane Faith. Ntshodisane Kgothatso. Distinctions in Advanced Financial Accounting, Classroom Research in Accounting, and Classroom Research in Economics. Ntswane Phumulo. Distinction in Electrical Systems and Control. Ntuli Lindiwe. Distinction in Metabolism for Life Science for Educators. Nyakane Tebora. Phahla Kgaugelo. Distinction in Classroom Research in Mathematics. Paladi Mahlodi. Palakatsila Morale. Distinction in Classroom Research in Accounting. Pasha Nkeno. Distinction in Intermediate Macroeconomics. Pasha Mukhanyechi. Pasha Sike. Pasha Sydney. Phime Nyai. Poshoko Matumi. Phukungwana Refilwe. Distinction in classroom research in economics. Popela Maureen. Rababalela ke di bone. Rabapani given. Ratebe ke arabetswe. Rahlaga Charlotte. Rahlano Emmanuel. Rakeng Letsoba. Ralefeta Motswalo. Ramabete Lerato. Distinction in classroom research in history. Ramafalu Yvonne. Ramahlo Keletso. Distinction in classroom research in history. Ramahuma Mohadi. Ramare Palisa. Ramatsuma Ponzo. Distinction in classroom research in history. Rampau Tulani. Rambelane Wamashutu. Ramuetlo Vashias. Ramugayani Matutu. Ramuhlale Dipo. Ramuipone Tebogo. Ramullo Madira. Ramoraswi Kumutso. Distinction in classroom research in business management. Ramoralo Toko. Distinction in intermediate macroeconomics. Ramutlou Mahunyeng. Ramukondo Lindelani, distinction in advanced study of aspects in Chivenda. Ramutswaki Fenzisani, distinction in classroom research in history. Ramuhulu Kudani, distinction in classroom research in economics. Ramushu Mokhoshi, Rapelwana Mapole, Ratau Lesedi, Rihlamfu Hlonipani, distinction in electrical systems and control. Rikotso Nhlohlori, Receive Beauty, Sibashe Matsatsi, distinctions in classroom research in accounting and classroom research in business management. Sibatana Beauty, Sibati Refense, Sevilla Tapelo, distinction in classroom research in life science. Sewotoma Katlego, distinction in classroom research in mathematics. Sepane Venetia, Sepe Lebogang, Sifufula Khoro, distinction in electrical systems and control. Sehlabane Tebatso, Sekhobela Joseph, Sekhobela Dimakatso, Selepe Mahlatse, distinction in classroom research in business management. Selwani Ditiro, distinctions in critical language awareness and classroom research in geography. Silolo Tsepo, Seloa Lebogang, distinction in classroom research in history. Simono Rifilwe. Simusa Kulufelo. Siumana Manuku. Sishweni Shina, distinction in identity in context. Sishotli Mahlodi. Sitati Kulufelo. Shabankunana, distinction in classroom research in history. Shabangu Fikile, distinction in metabolism for life science educators. Shabangu Siyabonga. Shai Lillian. Shai Mutsatsi, distinction in classroom research in economics. Shilakwe Kulufelo. Shinganye Nyeleti. Shishenga Nyeleti. Severe delay, distinction in classroom research in geography. Sibui Honest. Sithole Ragadi. Sithole Sinethemba, distinction in electrical systems and control. Dawia Tswala Kujo. Tefu Tshepo. Thaba Kotliso. Tara Prudence. Tamara Itumele. Tansa Kwena. Thubagale Tebogo. Thubagale Mutlantlego. Timane Aaron, distinction in remote sensing and GIS. Charlie Malesela, distinction in advanced study of aspects in North Sotho. Tlou Moyekeje. Tulamo Sydney, distinction in classroom research in mathematics. Tolo Mukoni. Tsebe Amogelang. Tsabalala Mavandla. Tsiboho Rotsitswa. Sigongo Mukhetwa. Siveila Ambani. Sotetsi Gertrude. Tswaisina, distinction in introduction to research in education. Tuja Matume, distinction in fundamentals of linear algebra. Valoi Advice, distinction in contemporary South African history. Valoi Hlalelani. Zita Hazen, distinction in remote sensing and GIS. Zita Katisa. Zwane Nomfundo, distinction in metabolism for life science educators. Zwane Pindile, distinction in critical language awareness.
Ela. In Xitsonga we say mintirho ya vulavula. Namuntlha mintirho I vulavurile. Can we give this choir of ours under the leadership of Prof. Matsivatlela a big round of applause, please? Mr. Chancellor, all of us would like to thank you very much for presiding over this ceremony. If my memory serves me well, you have hardly missed a single graduation in the past 20 years. This makes you one of the longest serving vice-chancellors in the country and on the continent of Africa. This indeed is no mean achievement, as it shows total commitment on your part to the university and to the country, because the students that we have trained are going to work for the country as a whole. On account of your visionary leadership, here we are today celebrating the achievements of our students. And on behalf of everybody gathered here today in the afternoon, would like to say in Northern Sotho, Mudimu alidire kauluka. In the current university sector in the country, the Vice Chancellor and his management team cannot achieve much without support from their council. It is for this reason that we would like to thank Mr. Pandelani Neforobodwe, our Chair of Council, as well as Advocate Bongo, Member of Council of the University, as well as Mr. Mansu, a member of Convocation and Alumni Association of the university, for their unwavering support to this university. To all these esteemed colleagues, we would like to say to them, Ria leboha. A leader can only become a good leader if he has capable deputies who fully support him or her. In other words, two ants do not fail to pull a grasshopper. In this regard, we would like to thank Professor Singh, our DVC for Research, Innovation and Partnerships, for her support. Don't be surprised that she did not appear here today. She would have loved to be here, but I think she will be here very soon. Can we give her a big round of applause? Because of the powerful and relevant message and prayer led by Archbishop Dr. Homo, as you have seen, the ceremony went very well. It could not be otherwise, because when God is in charge, things go very well. To Archbishop Homo, thanks very much for bringing us closer to God. Can we also give him a big round of applause, please? Without educated and disciplined youth, this country will have no future. Nevertheless, we are grateful for the positive and motivational message that Mr. Make, the Deputy President of the SRC, delivered. His speech showed us that our fears are misplaced. This country will be in safe hands in the future. Mr. Make Lilina Rialelebua, can we also give him a big round of applause? Once again, we would also like to thank Mr. Mansu, who spoke here on behalf of Alumni and Convocation, where he encouraged our students to join the Convocation and Alumni Association. This is indeed your university, and we look forward to your support as students, as he implored you to do. Can we also give him a big round of applause, please? The role of academics in training students cannot be overemphasized. Without academics, we will not be having this function today. This is why we would also like to thank all of them for a job well done. In this regard, thanks are due to the Dean of Students, Dr. Masipa, executive deans of faculty, directors of school, research professors and professors, senior lecturers, and junior lecturers. To all of them, we would like to say, keep it up. Can we also give them a big round of applause, please? If there is a party and you buy lots of beer, lots of liquor, lots of meat, you invite all and sundry, and you turned up, you honored our invitation. For that, we are highly appreciative, and therefore, thanks to all our guests. There are so many, I cannot mention all of them by name, but their presence meant more to us than silver and gold. Can we also give them a big round of applause? Now, to parents, relatives, and sponsors. Re nyaka o le leboha kudu, le tla ntshwarela Sesotho sa kae, mara ke a leka. Thuto ye e botlhokwa kudu. Re nyaka o le leboha lena batswadi le meloko ge le thekgile bana ba lena. Le ba boditše gore monna wa mathomo e a se yola mošemane ke thuto. Le boditše le bašemane ba lena gore ngwananyana yola a se yena yola wa mathomo. Mosadi wa mathomo e ke thuto. Therefore, we would like to thank you parents for being there as the foundation for your children's success. And indeed, here they are, and we trust you as parents are now very proud of what your children have achieved. And we trust God has answered your prayers, that when you go back home, you will be ululating and singing that you have teachers now in the family. You have translators now in the family. Can you give yourselves a big round of applause? For all the administrative arrangements, we'll also like to thank our registrar, Professor Masha, the deputy registrar, Mr. Malahlela, and his team, consisting of Ms. Matla, Mr. Toti, Ms. Ngobo, and so on. Assistant registrars, principal admin officers, and secretaries for the wonderful job. Well, as you can see, our hall is still beautiful. This is because of the good work by marketing and communication, as well as the logistics division, under the supervision of Mr. Homeswana and his colleagues like Mr. Mapatane, Ms. Moja, Ms. Plaiki, to mention but a few. Thanks are also due to photographers, security personnel, ICT officials, the media, and everybody that one might have left out. Now to our beloved students. As you know, we love you a lot. That is why we felt obliged to give you the best in terms of education. And indeed, the education that you have received from our academics here is going to stand you in good stead. You'll be able to work anywhere in the world, be it in New York, in London, in Cape Town, wherever you choose to go. this certificate that you are holding in your hands is going to stand you in good stead. It was a great privilege on our part to help you to get your quality qualifications. Of course, you have succeeded because you told yourselves that minati ya lifasi aifeli, ufela mutu. Therefore, we wish you well in your future endeavors. And lastly, on this part, don't forget your family, especially your parents. We know some of you are already working, and some of you have earned, I think, your second salary now. If I were you, I would donate a full month's salary to my mother or to my father. If you do that, swilo swi ta famba kahle. Dear students, you achieved success because of the assistance you got from your parents, your relatives, as we said, and your sponsors, spouses, and academics. For this reason, we humbly request you to stand up and thank your parents, your relatives at the back by waving your caps or copies of your certificates and simply say, thank you. Can we all stand up and thank them? Whilst you are still standing, can you also honor your Vice Chancellor by expressing the same sentiments and say, thank you, Vice Chancellor. You may take your seats. Lastly, we have been celebrating and we want to sustain the celebrations. Therefore, when you leave here, please drive safely and arrive home alive. Lisipile habutse, vachimbile zwabudi, mi famba kahle, ni hambeni kahle. I thank you.
by virtue
nama